Sorry for the TPK. Let's go.
Come on in, join the show, take a seat, grab a hoe, kick your feet up on the desk, man, cause we about to roll, play some D&D, baby.
We ain't nothing but mammals, and yes, we do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
We got people wild shaping, barbarians raging, Goop trying to gobble cause goblins are fucking cannibals. This is Dungeons and Dragons with lots of drunken asses, so send your kids to their room, break out the secret stashes. No discussion about what's fair and right, this is us living life by a PairODice. So, step on down to our lair of mice, face stepping right through your screen into PairODice. Yo! This is PairODice. Nothing's off limits in our PairODice.
It's a fucking D&D.
This is PairODice. Nothing's off limits in our PairODice.
Going as far as you can see.
This is PairODice. Nothing's off limits in our PairODice.
Fucking all the succubies.
This is PairODice.
Heretic, I think you meant succubi.
I know what the fuck I meant. Roll for initiative.
Last time on PairODice. When we last left our heroes, they were in search of an alchemist to activate their demon sword. They searched the town, finding the alchemist shop. However, it's been set ablaze. The party rushed inside, finding the man underneath burning rubble, pulling him to safety. The alchemist agreed to help. However, he did require some weed. After becoming friends with an elephant and a hip-hop guru named Tinker Butler, the party gave the alchemist what he desired. Now the sword is active, ready to slay the shadow demon. This time, on PairODice!
Last we left off, there was a question being asked about the date.
Angel here. Angel, hi, I'm Angel. Very much would love to know the date, month, day, and year, preferably.
Guy?
All right, so Guy pulls out a small notebook out of his pocket, and he thumbs through the tabs. It's pretty small. It's a fairly small notebook.
You see John come up. Y'all, time you have not much sword. Die it. Lose potion stuff stingies.
John, what languages do you know?
The one that starts with C.
Okay, never mind.
This man out here barely be knowing common.
You guys, kill Shadow Demon before too late.
The little one is right. There is no time to waste. We must move on.
You're going to. I swear to whatever god you pray to.
Oh, he's already gone. He's walking towards John right now.
Whose dick do I have to suck to fucking know the date?
Mondor?
Mondor, you don't even know the date.
What is this? What is this dick? What is?
This is talk I do not very much appreciate. I would really appreciate it if we could, possibly get a move on and stop talking about the underside of things.
As your large, gigantic elephant named Giraffe approaches, with a saddle on his back and a bag hanging from the saddle.
Hey, guys, yeah, I decided we're bringing the elephant.
Jesus fucking... I forgot about that. I forgot about the giraffe.
Yeah, we have a giraffe now.
Who has the sword?
I do.
Okay, Guy, you can feel the sword kind of pull you off into a direction uncontrollably, it's just pulling the hell out of you, and you're trying to hold it out, and you're just sliding by your feet as you're holding on.
It appears as if we are going this way.
Oh, all right, time to go.
As you guys trek through the forest following the directions of the sword, you come across a small little cave with a tiny little entrance. You can see inside, it's got a purple glow, and you can see mushrooms kind of laid about inside of this cave.
Gustaf wants to go eat one.
All right, so before we go inside, I'd like to take a little rest.
Goop holds the trample marks all over her body.
I feel like I need to lay down for a bit. So would y'all like to lay down as well?
All right, let's take a minute.
Mondor's just gonna sit down next to Goop.
I must send correspondence to my employer.
How far away from the town are we? Did we go pretty far?
Not far at all.
All right. Well, before we officially I'll take a big old nap. I kind of want to get something from the store, or at least from Jonny.
This is good. I believe that we all have things that we must take care of.
As soon as Gustaf eats a mushroom, Gustaf, you see a portal open. You look around and nobody else seems to notice this portal open in the cave.
Gustaf kind of turns around and starts scratching his head, and he kind of... Who's beside him?
Everyone.
Everybody, yeah.
Like right beside him.
Guy.
Standing right next to him. Guy, okay. He kind of like taps Guy on the shoulder, and he points towards the portal. He's like, do you see that?
The wall of the cave? Yes.
No, there's... What color is the portal?
It's purple.
He looks at it, he's like, there's a purple portal of sorts. Like not quite a doorway, but I don't know how to explain it.
What is purple?
Gustaf looks down and he sees he's not wearing any purple, and he's like, he looks at the mushrooms and he points at them. That color.
No, I do not.
Gustaf goes and grabs a handful of mushrooms and hands them to Guy. Says, eat one.
No.
Gustaf like pushes it closer to his mouth.
Okay, the guy reluctantly eats one.
As soon as you eat a mushroom, you see a portal open up before your eyes.
Is it the same portal?
It's the same portal.
I wouldn't know.
Hey, Gustaf kind of starts like handing them out to everybody, just saying, eat one, eat one.
Does the sword do anything when like the portal's opened?
Oh yeah, it kind of points in that direction. Mondor, you see the portal?
Yeah.
I walk straight to it.
Yeah. Angel's going to reluctantly eat one because she wanted some answers before we got into things.
Gustaf, what are these?
Gustaf kind of scratches his head. Can I make a nature check to see what these mushrooms are?
Sure.
Mondor wants to walk over to the portal and put his entire arm in it.
Well, you put your arm in and you get this slight tingly sensation and immediately pull your arm back out and your hand's still connected.
My hand's what?
It's still connected. Like it felt like your hand was separated, but it's still there.
Oh, I'll be like, Goop, come try this. Gustaf looks at Goop and says, what is it that you needed, little one?
All right, so don't tell anybody, okay? Because this is very illegal stuff, okay?
He like gets down on one knee and says, okay.
She leans up and whispers in your ear,
I need to get a book so I can learn how to read and count. Nobody can know.
Gustaf nods his head and he says, I will help you, but for now, we must do this. Are you fit for travel? Are you hurting?
I'd rather like relax a little bit, prepare different spells at least.
I see. Gustaf looks at everybody and says, should we continue or rest? I'm okay with the resting, but I think we may be on a time limit. That's the only thing.
We can do a short rest.
Everybody's just eating mushrooms, so I'm supposing we might have a moment.
There is little time to waste, but many of us require rest.
Again, Mondor sits down by Goop.
What was
Go
that?
ahead, Adavei.
Oh, I was just saying, I just want to point out that Adavei is not in the mushroom and is just sat there and watched Mondor and everybody reach through invisible portals.
You did see his hand disappear when he reached.
Oh.
Mondor's magic.
So Kara, you said we're eating mushrooms, okay? I'll eat a mushroom or something.
Maybe we should wait until we finish the rest in case maybe the effect wears off.
Good thinking.
All right, as you guys take a really short rest, everybody feels pretty refreshed after a little bit just chilling in the cave. And while you guys reset, you guys wake up from your rest and just start devouring mushrooms.
Adavei will do so hesitantly. Is this some sort of drug? Is this a marijuana?
I hope you packed your bags, Adavei, because you're about to
Go on a trip.
You hear from God. As you begin devouring mushrooms, does anybody decide to step through the portal?
I do. Before I go in, I want to put. Are there extra mushrooms? Did we eat them all or no?
Oh, there's plenty extra.
I'm gonna put enough for all of us to be able to eat one in my bag. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in my bag.
Okay.
Eat.
All right. As you're gathering mushrooms inside and putting them inside your little man bag, Mondor just jumps straight through the portal with no concern or hesitation.
Yeah. And then Gustaf will follow up.
It is important that we create a game plan. Let me give you the information that I know about the shadow cult.
That's a really good idea.
So Gustaf and Mondor have already jumped through the portal, right?
Yeah.
Do you say that before I go through the portal or after?
I say it as you're going through the portal, and as your head is like going through, you hear me say that. I'm pretty sure.
As soon as I get through the portal, I just kind of like turn around and say, "Wait, what? And then is the portal still there on the other side, or?
Once you step through, it's not there anymore.
All right, Gustaf just like holds up his finger. He's like, "Well, never mind," and he just kind of.
You just see Mondor on the other side waving.
Gustaf just kind of waves back.
Okay, legitimate Lori, who I'm aware that you are friends with or know of her, asked me to infiltrate and kill the shadow demon that was worshipped by the shadow cult. What is important is that this sword is the only way to do that.
I have a question.
Speak.
All right, so can we wound it any other way? Or is it like that sword can only do damage?
I do not know.
Well, shit.
Wait, how are we supposed to kill it if we don't know what we're expecting?
Well, maybe I can restrain it with my magic, my nature magic, and then you guys can beat the shit out of it with the sword.
All right, we can do that. We can do that.
Goop, sweetheart. As long as you stay in the back, I just don't want you getting hurt.
Oh, I'm a tough cookie.
Are you sure you can handle yourself?
I had intended on a more roundabout approach, but I believe that Goop has a point. Straightforward may be best.
Straightforward's what I do.
Did anyone take the cloak from the man who attacked you?
Oh, we had a cloak?
He wore a cloak similar to this, and he motions to his black cloak that's like a cultist garb that he's still wearing over his armor and stuff.
No. Nope.
Now, if we only had a wheelbarrow, that would be something. Very well. Onward.
As everybody begins to step through the portal, you find yourself in a long, dark corridor. It seems that there's no end, and there's not very much light reflection. You see a tiny light at the end of the hall. You just continue to walk, and it seems like you're getting nowhere.
The guy's gonna turn around and walk the opposite direction.
You do that. As Guy walks the opposite direction of the party, as he begins to get further away, he starts to notice that he's feeling a little funny. Got a little tingly sensation going on. Feeling like he didn't eat his lunch and is maybe sitting kind of inappropriately in his stomach.
Where are you going, Guy?
I was simply testing something. Apparently, we are tied together. Guy's going to walk back to the party, but he's going to walk backwards.
Yeah, Angel's also going to moonwalk.
As Guy is walking backwards and everybody else continues to trek forward, directly in front of you, you see a few corridors, like really tiny corridors on every side of this room that just kind of appeared out of nowhere. Like you looked a second ago and it wasn't there, but now it's there. And on the ground, you see a group of goblins and they're maybe like 50 feet away, and they're just ripping and tearing away as they're consuming this body on the ground.
Oh God!
A child's trickster illusion.
Do you know those guys?
Do I know those guys?
Yeah, they look pretty familiar. You can't really place any specific person or goblin, but they definitely look familiar to you.
Yeah, I think they're from my tribe. Whatever I say, whatever you do, don't bleed near them. They might smell you and want to eat you because they look very hungry. Don't let them see me.
What's wrong with your tribe? Whoa, is this some sort of ritual or? What is
cannibals. That's all. They're hungry.
Yeah, it's kind of the practice of our god. It resembles that of a praying mantis, I think you guys call it.
That's highly unfortunate for us.
It is.
All right.
Should we pacify them?
Oh, we totally could.
All right. Angel's pulling out her gun.
Wait.
Are those pacifying? Is that a pacifying weapon? Because I don't know what that is.
This, and Guy's gonna limber up his ultra great sword, is for pacification.
Then I think we should do that then.
No, that's not what I call pacification. That's called murder.
Mondor slowly brings his hammer up to his horns.
If you've heard anything of what Goop says, they're not going to stop for us. They're not going to stop for words.
Well, I think I could work my way into that.
But Adavei, you're free to get yourself eaten out by a group of goblins. That's on you. But I'd rather not. Okay, I'd rather not.
Phrasing.
Very well. Adavei,
Yeah, that was pretty
you and I
good.
will step forward, and we will attempt to negotiate.
Mondor is slowly trying to hit his horns with his hammer to cast Thunderwave silently.
Mondor.
Gustaf like reaches his hand up towards his arms
Not
and
yet.
just says,
But
"Not today."
Not yet.
goblins eating people.
No, you gotta wait.
Through all of this commotion and noise, you see the goblins look in your direction, and they disperse as quickly as ants on an anthill when you pour water in it. And they just run through the corridors, and you see the corridors in the wall just kind of disappear and become one with the wall. And it's just, looks like there's no exit to this room. And you see not one, but two goblin bodies laying on the ground. One is male and one is female. And they look to be eaten alive.
Ooh, that's terrifying. Well, guy, is this the way we need to go?
I do not know. He's going to hold up the sword. Does it point in any specific direction?
It feels like it's pulling you in that direction.
Follow. I will do my best.
As you hold the sword forward and you approach the center of the room where the goblins lay, you see these elderly goblins laying on the ground, completely torn to pieces, but still kind of intact.
Like alive?
You're not sure.
Goop kicks one of the bodies.
Adavei will perform a medicine check on them.
As you guys start to evaluate the situation, Goop has kicked one of the bodies, and suddenly you see Goop, the body reaches out and grabs your leg. Says, Goop, son! You ate me, son! Why did you eat me?
Goop continues to kick it more and more.
Get alive!
Why did you eat me?
Mondor comes over and stomps on the head.
As Mondor stomps on his head, just before the head gets crushed and the facial features deteriorate, Goop, you realize that it was your mother. And the goblin laying beside her is your father.
Oh God! They're not supposed to be here.
Goop, calm down. It's all right. This is just some weird.
Mondor's gonna bend down and slowly trying to put the head back together.
Mondor, sweetheart, I think it's a little too late for that one.
Goop is just frantic.
You see a tear go down Mondor's face.
And as that tear falls, you see the other body begin to stand up.
Okay.
Goop, my son, why did you eat us?
I'm not your son. Who are you?
I'm your father, Gap.
Guy is going to attempt to decapitate the guy, the father.
How are you here? How are you alive? Also, I'm a girl.
And as you're saying all this and it's coming out of your mouth, a sword cleaves right through his neck and his head falls off.
You hear Mondor scream and run over to the head and try to put it back on the body.
Goop, what you must understand is that the illusions are very strong in this place. That was not your father, for you are a girl.
Goop pokes it with my staff. Does it feel real?
It feels pretty real, yeah.
It feels pretty real to me.
We're all ignoring Adavei's crit success medicine check.
Oh, well, it's alive.
I mean, we don't need it anymore.
I just love thinking that, like, you knelt down for half a second and you were like, before you even touched them, Laura, something's going on here. And then the eyeball just cracked open.
It's like, oh shit.
I do not know what was going on here, but we must continue.
Goop is gonna run behind the leg of Kara and sort of cower behind the leg while like looking
And I'm
around.
just gonna reach down and kind of scoop her up under the butt like a toddler and just start carrying her on my hip.
Can I make a medicine check to see if I can put the head back on the body?
You place the head on the body and it falls right off immediately after.
I just keep on doing it over and over and over.
But Mondor, Adavei's gonna reach out and just kind of put his hand down. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't think you can. It's not gonna work. You're going to need some glue. You're gonna need some glue at least.
I cast laying of hands and spend all my 15 points on it.
Oh no.
Oh fuck.
We're gonna regret that.
As you do that, it seems like it didn't work, but you just wasted your points. But you do notice that in the pocket, kind of dangling out, there seems to be some sort of potion.
I take it.
It's a potion of healing.
Mondor says, I got healing potion. I try to stick the bottle in the neck of the body.
No, Mondor.
Guy's gonna lean down to Gustaf and he's gonna whisper, like in a stage whisper, "This one is not smart."
Gustaf nods his head and kind of chuckles.
Does Mondor have a rope? Maybe he can tie the head to the body.
Mondor does have a rope.
Mondor, honey, we need to go. Come on.
I follow her.
As Mondor,
I really am the mother.
As Mondor wastes this entire potion, and you guys finally finish trying to convince Mondor to just fucking give up for once. You see one of the corridors that the goblins exited through. They're really small. They're about 4 feet tall. It opens up, and it seems to be the only way out. It's about 4 feet tall and about 3 feet wide.
Mondor just looks at the door very confusedly and look at everybody else. I don't think I fit.
Maybe make a Mondor hole.
Okay, I charge the wall of the door thing.
You charge through the wall and leave a big gaping hole like you were the fucking Kool-Aid man.
I lean my head out and say, "It's all good, guys. I fit."
As you come into the next room, you see a small staircase leading to a throne levitating a few inches off the ground. It reeks of shit in this room. The throne is engraved with a poop emoji on its back rest, and it has a small hole in it in the seat of it.
That's disgusting.
No. Tell me, is this throne made of porcelain?
It is made of wood.
Damn.
Gustaf kind of smiles.
Mondor smiles real big and picks up Goop and walks over to the throne.
No, you'd have to take her from me.
No, you do not want to do that.
You have to take her from me.
Guys. No. Adavei pulls Mondor.
No.
Goop will be queen.
No.
Adavei pulls Mondor and he goes, "Listen, I don't think you understand what's going on here, and neither do I.
Neither the latest. Yeah, no, I don't understand nothing.
How can anybody understand this? People coming back from the dead, people from my tribe showing up in this weird portal. We didn't even know a lot of magic. What is happening here?
Goop is like kind of wiggling around your arms while she's saying all that. Ah, what is going on?
It's okay. It's okay. We'll find out. And I'm starting to bounce her a little bit. It's okay. We'll figure it out.
So does that mean I sit on the throne?
No, we're gonna keep moving.
Nobody is sitting on the throne. Listen, I think this is just some weird portal, extra dimensional.
That looks like the throne from back home.
Wait, do you recognize this, Mondor?
Do I recognize this throne?
Oh, no, you don't.
No, I don't recognize this, but it looks like the throne back home.
You have... What do you mean, the thrones from back home?
The throne in the big tent where I stay.
Oh, for a second I thought you meant this throne specifically.
No, this one smells like shit.
Goop looks around. What else do we see in this room?
That's all you can see in this room at this point.
No other doors? No, like, goblin footprints, anything?
Correct, nothing.
What does the floor look like? Are we in like a big black abyss, or is this like an actual cave?
Yeah, this is an actual cave. It's just, stalactites and stalagmites and stone floor, and nothing looks extremely well made.
Can Mondor look around for like loose objects around the floor, or put up books or some shit like that?
Yeah, there's plenty of small rocks on the ground.
Okay, so no like loose objects or anything like that? Like books, rope, or anything like that? Okay.
Can Guy go keep watch at our hole that we busted through to make sure that the goblins don't circle around behind us?
Sure.
I will go over here. Call me if you need me.
Hey, you. What's the sword say?
Pulls out the sword, brandishes it, kind of points it around.
The sword pulls you all the way up to the throne, and you almost fall in it for a second.
Ah, shit.
Quite literally. Can Adavei, check out this throne, look around it to see if there's anything, weird with it?
Oh, it looks quite similar to something that you may have seen before.
All right. It's just what I suspected. I have been hunting a cult down for a really, really long time, and I think we just found some sort of hideout.
Oh, no.
I would like to say, Adavei, as you like turn around to address the group, you see Angel very obviously walking towards you to push you in.
Angel, would you like to come see as well?
Can I see anything down like the hole?
Yeah, when you look in the hole, you see a bunch of shit in the hole, but you also see atop of that shit a small red and yellow hat with propellers on the top.
Did Adavei get pushed in by Angel?
No, she did. She got caught beforehand.
Yeah,
he saw her coming.
Okay.
What are you doing, Angel?
I'm just trying to further things along.
Oh, yes. It's perfectly understandable. I know this room may make a lot of people uncomfortable. If you need somebody to hold your hand, I'd be welcome to.
How big is this hole?
Oh, it's pretty tiny. It's like maybe about 6 inches.
Like party group wise size. Like, could anybody fit in this hole?
Oh, no. Probably not, but you could definitely reach a hand in there and grab that hat.
All right, Mondor's going to reach down.
Guy's going to reach his arm down there and grab it because he's already up there.
We're both fighting over who put their arm down in the shit.
Adavei's like reaching out while it's like mid slow motion.
Guy, you reach your hand in there and grab your left hand in there and you grab out this hat and pull it right out of the shit. It's pretty covered in shit. So
that's I'm just gonna go over there.
Guy's gonna toss it over on the ground.
Does anybody recognize that hat?
I think that's the call for Adavei. Because apparently Adavei is the only one here that recognizes what's going on.
So Adavei recognizes the hat?
You do not.
Is there anything behind the throne?
Nope, just more cave wall.
So guy's gonna pull out his water skin and start washing out the hat to get some of the shit off of there because he's pragmatic.
Whatever we can do to get out of this room, the smell is making me sick.
Does the throne look like it has a slot to put the sword in it by any chance?
It does not. It does look like it has a slot to put your butt into though.
Mondor's gonna sit on it.
Don't
Mondor, as you sit on it.
Okay.
Mondor.
Wait, let him do it.
Does anybody else need to use the throne before we leave?
As you sit down on the throne, you feel a bunch of spikes protrude out of the seat, and you're going to take 3 piercing damage as your blood drains.
Mondor jumps up and starts beating the shit out of the throne with his hammer.
As you jump up, the room begins to descend downward.
Mondor's still beating the throne.
It's getting a little rocky and it's hard to hold on. You almost fall in the toilet.
I'm still beating the shit out of the throne with the hammer because Mondor's pissed off.
There is no more throne as the floor continues to descend and come to a stop.
Stop you making it worse.
Question for you. Does Mondor think he's the one that's making the ground go down lower?
Yes.
Okay, Mondor is gonna roar and say, I am as strong as a god!
And with one last swoop, the floor just completely drops down, and you see a door open up, and there's a man that's approaching very sexily. He's wearing quite a bit of clothes. As he starts to remove his clothes one article at a time. I need everybody to roll.
Oh, hell yes!
This is not holy!
I need everybody to roll a wisdom save.
Okay.
God damn it.
Can Adavei avert his gaze to this? No.
Oh, Angel's not looking away, and she makes a 10 on that wisdom save, baby.
God.
And 8s from Goop.
That's a lot of -1s
13.
on our stats. My
25.
None of us are particularly wise.
Here. This is.
I got 16.
I got 25.
All right. Goop, Angel, Kara. Goop, Angel, and Kara. All of a sudden, you feel yourself extremely attracted and charmed by this creature.
Hey, big boy, how you doing? How about
Hell yeah.
Adavei's like screaming at this man to cease and desist.
Goodness.
Despite your contrary actions to his maneuvers, he begins to dance on Goop's lap.
Gustaf kind of like puffs his chest out more.
Adavei, can I use command?
You can
I would like to cast. I would like to cast command to tell his fantasies.
While this man is dancing, Goop is gonna take some of her gold and put it in his waist.
Oh my fucking god!
Across his belt if he has one.
And as soon as you put the gold in, the man hammock that it's wearing, it completely disappears. And another creature dressed extremely nicely, almost like a bouncer at a club, heads over to a spot on the wall and presses a button, and then the wall just slides open and he gestures for you to enter. And you can see through this opening, it's a room filled with treasures, jewels, and trophies.
Mondor's gonna start walking over towards it.
Guy does not. Where does the sword point right now?
That direction,
Angel's
baby.
like a little frustrated because the hot man disappeared. She's like, "Oh, where'd he go?" Oh, and she sees the jewels, so she just runs.
Do we feel kind of like let down if this guy isn't here, or are we still sort of enamored by this dude that don't exist anymore?
It's slowly fading away, so you kind of feel let down that he's not there anymore. However, the feeling's starting to slowly fade away.
That was weird.
What is going on?
I am just as confused as you are, and my gold is on the floor. Let me pick that up. Hey, more money! Boop.
Mondor's just here for muscle.
Goop also runs towards all the shiny things.
All right, it's almost as if you are swimming in gold like Scrooge McDuck.
Angel is stuffing her pocket.
Yeah, Gustaf puts a nice-sized handful in his bag.
Goop does as well. Also, did Adavei actually cast that command spell, or did it disappear before she got a chance to?
It disappeared right as she was casting it.
Okay.
When I look around this room, do I see anything that kind of catches my eye more than just the gold?
Yeah, as you look around the room, you see a pair of golden scissors that catch your eye.
Ooh, I go to them and I pick them up.
Can Mondor do a perception roll to see if he sees anything like a holy symbol or anything that's been shown to him?
Yeah, go ahead and roll while I give some stats.
Stats, I like it.
Adavei, I believe that you can use this more than I could. And he's going to hand you the hat.
Who?
To Adavei.
Oh.
All right, so pull out a piece of paper real quick, or a pen or something to type, whatever you got.
Okay, one sec. Go ahead.
The scissors that you picked up are called the golden scissors of running. While you hold the scissors and run with them, you can use your bonus action to run an extra 20 feet. However, every time you use them, you need to roll a d20. On a nat 1, you fall prone and take 1d6 piercing damage.
So an additional 20 on top of his regular running speed?
Correct, yeah. And if that, I'm just reading the description here. If that's not cutting it, you can also attack with these scissors. Consider it an improvised weapon. You have disadvantage against creatures made of rock and advantage against creatures made of paper or wood. Hitting a creature made of paper automatically deals critical damage.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Okay, what was the part that caused me to fall prone? I roll a 1 on a d20?
So every time you use it to run an extra 20 feet, you need to roll a d20, and if you roll in that 1, you fall prone and take 1d6 piercing. Yeah. All right. As soon as he grabbed these scissors and quickly stuffed them in his pants, I assume, the entire room and all the gold everybody picked up, excluding the scissors, completely disappears. And you find yourself in a small tree village with hammocks all around. There's a few plants growing that look like wizard weed. But at the moment, you feel extremely slow with about 2 levels of exhaustion. Suddenly, you see a figure in a cloak with a burned face in the distance. He looks like he's about to kill a man that's kneeling before him.
Where's the sword guiding us?
The sword is not guiding you at the moment. You see this guy, he's pulling his sword back, getting ready to chop this person's head off. And Gustaf, you definitely recognize him from the distance you're at, but it probably would take a bit of movement speed to get there if you tried.
How much would you say?
Possibly an extra 20.
Possibly an extra 20.
Plus, our speed is half from being 2 levels of exhaustion.
Correct.
Oh, fuck. So that'd be 15 plus 20, so 35. Would that cut it? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying you choose what you want to do and let me know.
Give me 1 second. Let me consult my thing here. All right, bet. All right, bet.
Also, if you use it to dash, you have double movement speed.
So how does exhaustion work? Is it all of my movement speeds halved or?
Halved, correct.
Okay,
correct.
so
Correct.
Jesus math. All right, fuck it. I'm just gonna pull out the fucking scissors right out of my little jock strap and start running at him. So I use my I guess I use my 20 or my 15, or I guess it would be 20 with that.
All right, as you begin rushing towards this man to try to save this person that looks like is about to be beheaded, the farther you run, the farther off it seems that it's getting.
All right.
Roll your
I
D20.
cast a spell. Wait, what? Roll my what?
Your D20.
Okay. 8.
All right. Yeah, you can cast a spell.
Fuck it. I'm gonna blast this fool with Moonbeam. So basically, I'm gonna center it right on him. If he's 120 feet, within 120 feet, then I can target him. So is he within that distance? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a 5-foot cylinder centered on him, and goes 40 feet high, and chops right on him. He has to make a con save.
All right. What's the DC?
12.
You rolled a 19.
All right. So he takes half damage.
As soon as you cast this moonbeam, it seems that instead of hitting the man, it hits the guy kneeled to the ground.
Oof.
As the head quickly rolls in your direction at an accelerated pace, almost defying gravity.
Gustaf kicks it out of the way.
As soon as you go to kick it out of the way, you recognize the face, Gustaf, and Mondor is back there getting ready to gear up. When suddenly you all wake up. It's kind of weird. You didn't go to sleep.
The face?
But you wake up and you're in a forest. Oh, the face was. Well, you know what the face was. As you wake up.
Oh, that face.
Yeah, that face.
The crispy
as you wake up, no. The other one, the crispy one.
Yes.
Yeah. So as you wake up, you're in this forest surrounded by cloaked, heavy armored, evil looking guards as a man approaches. And quickly, Mondor, you recognize the face as he says, "Son,
no, what?
How dare you defy your god? You're coming home with us."
No, I am making friends.
Grab him! As they quickly surround you.
Mondor is fighting. He's casting Thunder Wave and hitting his horns with his hammer.
Oh god.
Goop is like, no! Super slow motion as you're doing that.
So Mondor, your father, Goop, Adavei, and they all go flying backwards as everybody else manages to hang on, including the guards. As soon as you see your father about to hit the ground, you find yourself teleported to a throne room that's dimly lit by lights shining through the cracks in the wall. And just as you see this large shadow rush towards you out of the wall, those cracks are quickly covered by dark, extremely dark shadow-like figures, reducing the room to a natural darkness. As soon as that happens, we're going to take a break.
Whoa, that was a mindfuck. I can't wait to see what happens next time on PairODice.